Last time, Dannyburg Show kept Soph and Tara on their toes.
But I had to go quicker than I would even go on a jump off.
Tama and Latte competed for their first ever time at Woodhill.
She didn't do bad. Carried on through her round, and jumped all their jumps.
And a whoopsie from me.
Only got to fence 4.
And another woohoo for Matisse.
Lovely double clear there from Matisse.
Horse of the Year is less than a week away, which means for Molly Moffat, the Great Pilgrimage starts today. And that's one heck of a trek.
Going over on the ferry we don't really do that often, kind of just once or twice a year, so that's a bigger trip for them this time. But I've got a pretty nice view out here. They've got some windows and a nice breeze that'll come through when we're driving.
Larry and Sally look pretty happy, but the same can't be said for the scruffiest member of the team.
He knows that something's going on right now. He knows we're leaving. Oh boy. Look, he thinks he's about to go in the truck.
Not this time, Roy. Unfortunately, there's no dog classes at Hoy.
Since the earthquakes, the Kaikoura coast has changed quite a lot because they've had to rebuild a lot of the road and they've actually done a really nice job. It's a pretty cool part of the South Island.
After a quick kip for Molly, they're pulling into stop number 1.
We are stopping in Blenheim because we're catching the ferry at 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. The horses need a wee break because driving straight up and getting on the ferry would be pretty hard on them, so just a nice wee stopover, go on a paddock, have some grass. We're pretty hungry, I think. They always find it quite fun being in a new place. It's something different and they always run around to kind of find out where they are. Larry, you're naughty. I feel like it's quite a big build-up to Horse of the Year. It's a very big show. You have to make sure your horse is fit, your horse is well. To have it all come together is pretty awesome. So we're currently at the Picton Ferry terminal, 1 a.m. in the morning. It's like a 3.5, 4-hour sailing. The horses will get off in Wellington and then we'll drive to Bulls and then we'll take them off for a rest. So it's quite a long trip for them.
As Larry and Sally set sail, I have to ask, do horses get seasick? While horses are unable to vomit, they can still feel nausea and distress while travelling. It's important to keep horses hydrated, provide breaks, and monitor them closely on long journeys. Having embarked on an earlier voyage, the Queenstowners have already made it to the Waikato.
We just did a 3-day trip from the South Island up to Cambridge, which is where we are now. We're in Lake Karapiro. It's a lot hotter up here than it is in Queenstown. It's very humid. Oh, Fedger. I could be exercising him for like 30 minutes down south and he'd work up the same amount of sweat that he would in 5 minutes up here because it's just so hot. Oi! Badger is still very much himself. He just can't stand still. It's like looking after a toddler. But I guess that's why we love him.
Badger's former owner Dee is here and is going to give them a few last-minute pre-hoy tips.
Shorten your outside rein, you just uneven. Inside elbow in.
Badger was really good today and I think we kind of covered all the bases that we needed to. Jumped down some lines, which we've been struggling a little bit with this season, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable. My main problem is just not telling him what to do, so I kind of just get into a bit of a fight with him. Hopefully I'll be switched on enough in the ring to actually make those decisions for him.
Kara's had a rocky road this season, but her relationship with Dakota has survived the journey to Hoy.
I guess what it took was just time for me and her. You know, each horse is different to their own. Some horses can go out and forgive the next day, and other ones, you know, they take a bit more time. I've done 5 or 6 shows on her now, and I think we've placed in most of the juniors, and we've done really well. So I'm pretty confident.
Although Kara has some points on the board, she'll be reliant on placing well in the qualifying round.
If I can just place top 10, I'll be able to go through to the final. That day will be a little bit stressful, but I'm sure we'll get through it and we'll be fine.
This last-minute tune-up with Coach Lisa Coop should hopefully help.
And we're going to count your steps on the roll back. And we've made so much progress in a relatively short space of time.
Yeah.
It's been a huge shift in your mindset.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. Horse riding, it's all in your head. If you can just learn to have a bit more fun in the sport, it'll just go a lot better, you know. You forget you've come all this way, just enjoy it.
Molly Smith and her team have enjoyed their road trip north and have settled in nicely before Hoi.
I've just been sort of here chilling out in the paddocks. They come into the yards during the day and I ride them either in the indoor or out in the cross country. But between now and Hoi, I'm just overall keeping them pretty happy and relaxed.
But there's one thing disturbing Arlo and his little mate Bruiser.
They don't like the flies up here. That's one thing they don't like. There's so many flies that aren't at home.
Molly took home the title on her pony last year at Hoi, so she knows exactly what it takes to win.
I think it's definitely a show where luck plays a bit of a key role, but we'll see. The South Islanders have been jumping decent enough tracks, but yeah, everyone's been going pretty well that's up in those top few in the series.
As for me and my East Coast Mullet Club, we've locked in one final show in preparation for Hoi.
We're just in Te Teko today, and we got the metre 5. Edgy, buddy.
Making steady progress, Tama and Latte are signed up for their second event.
Mum tried to have a go at coaching him. He just got confused. Like, rise to the trot. Tama didn't even know what rising to the trot was. Oh, Jazz in there told me to go walk the horses. I didn't know what she meant. I thought, I didn't know she meant walk the horses like you're walking a dog. That was the first time I ever walked a horse. Yeah, I normally ride them.
To be fair, Tama, our whānau does everything a little differently.
Yeah, they're walking a dog. You got a video, Jibs? That's how that dog gets
That's
walked.
what I meant by walking the dog.
The jumping is getting underway in the arena.
1, 2, 3, up. Oh!
Tama and Latte are first to go on the 70 centimetre. But first, a bit of last-minute coaching.
Go the other way. Spin it. Trying to get that right lead, mate. You were on the right lead. Don't feel like it. No, now you're on the wrong lead. Whoa. Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. Yeah. What's the course? Do you want me to say it to you and then you... I'm just going to watch you. 1's the very far one. Yeah. 2's the yellow one. And then 10. Pretty hot today, eh? Done good. I think with Tama, being that he comes from like coasty riding kind of style, he's real calm. 3. The hard thing is trying to get him to stay soft while also taking a bit of rain. Yeah. Blimmin' Tama making me work in the sun.
After watching Tama go so well, Drover and I are feeling quite inspired.
Put him up, Tama. It's up, up. That's crooked now.
Yeah, hang on.
Hearty crooked.
Don't knock it over.
All these trees. Count the numbers, jump the fences. Sorted.
Hey, your mullet. Your mullet.
Shut up. Shut up.
Leg on, mate. Leg on, mate.
Drover's come a long way since that first round that he did up in Woodhull, and that would have been like Vegas for him. Just so busy and so many horses, and would have blown his little brains. So horse of the year is going to be crazy for him. He's taken everything quite well, though.
So well, in fact, he's just gone clear.
Oh, it's good coming into Hoi with good round.
Oh, not bad, baby.
Oh, deserved your dinner, didn't you?
The show jumping might be over, but there's something else I want to check out.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I seen it. I can see it right there.
No, have you seen inside?
Yeah. Windows.
This pony's a little different. It's got 720 horses under the saddle.
Stand behind it and get, oh.
That is pretty mean, though.
Oh, look at that. Look at
And
that.
today's our lucky day. Old mate Andy is happy for us to take a closer look.
Oh, hang on, gum boots off. Babe, this is a bit flash for us. Yeah. But you never seen a Mary in a Ferrari before? Oh, boy, that sounds deadly, boy. Oh, listen to that. Oh. Yeah. It's got a lot more horsepower than those Land Cruisers, that's for sure.
Cleverly attired in a deceptively slimming jacket, Blue is just starting to come out of paddock rest.
Blue is just doing 30 minutes a day of walking at the moment, and then he has a check-up when we get home from Hawaii to see if he can start going into some proper work. But unfortunately, he's put on a lot of weight. He's got the biggest girth that you can buy, and it doesn't fit him. So I think that's probably a sign that horses shouldn't be this fat. Blue's really unfit, and it's really hot, so he thinks everything is really hard. No. He's turned into like a lazy old grandpa.
Now Blue is shopping in the plus size section. He has to be ridden bareback.
It's like sitting on a big tabletop. Come on. Snacking on the go.
Blue racked up an astonishing number of points before his injury. So who can begrudge him for having a few extra snacks now he's out for the season? This means it's over to Roxy to pick up the mantle and help Soph win the Young Rider Championship.
Last ride before Hawaii, I think it's safe to say she's rearing to go again. Sometimes she gets a little bit carried away in that big ring, so we're just going to be doing some lines over some small jumps. If it was up to Roxy, she would just full gallop round everything. And I kind of like to micromanage and tell her where to go and what to do and everything. So we kind of butt heads a little bit there. I just kind of need to trust that if she gets herself into a sticky situation, she has the scope to get herself out of it.
But Soph's not just thinking about Hawaii. She spent the past few weeks working with Pascal, her Christmas present to herself, who's never been ridden.
You would not think that she hasn't done anything. She's picked it up so quickly. If a young horse cannot have manners on the ground and pay attention to what I'm doing on the ground, I will not get on them. She's been very, very good to do everything with so far, so hopefully she can keep it up when I get on her.
The moment of truth has got the support crew's attention.
I'm going to bend you, I'm going to bend you. Good girl. So when I get on a young horse, I bend their head to my foot so that they can't. If they're going to do anything, I just have a little bit of extra leverage. Good girl. So I'm not going to put my feet in the stirrups just yet, because sometimes that can make them put their backs up a little bit too, and then as she walks off, I'm just going to slowly put them in. Good girl, but she's just looking at everything on the outside at the moment, and that's fine. When she starts breathing and blowing her nose is when she starts relaxing. Pascal had her first ride today, and she was foot perfect, absolutely amazing. I'm so happy with her. Good girl. Good.
Tara's prep for Hawaii is a little different. She's changing codes completely and playing polocross, her family sport.
Nice, Brooke.
One of Tara's teammates is her little brother Curtis. They've both been selected to play in the New Zealand polocross under-21 team.
It's a great fun playing with them. Really easy because we know each other so well. We practice together when we're home, and it's so entertaining. I don't even have to call them. I just look and go, yeah. We do our nod. I give them the ball. All eyes on us now, Curtis. Don't bugger it up.
Tara and Curtis are playing for their local team, Kaitiki.
Nice and quick out of those lineups, eh? It's our home team, and then when it's national event, we actually play for our districts. Go to the ball, Curtis, go to the ball.
As you can see, this sport is a far cry from show jumping.
Pull across.
For us ponies, we do want that shape and that suppleness and the correct physique, but we're very light on our hands. We don't want to have to pull too hard, and we only play one-handed. So generally we ride our horses one-handed because they need to learn to neck rein. They learn about our body weight. But any time our body weight moves, so if I move a little bit back, it might mean I want to sit up. And he just knows it all. Nice, buddy. Good work. We've got to teach them to turn. We've got to teach them to be okay with traffic, so horses coming at them, horses going away, horses hitting them. These horses, to be honest, are more bomb-proof than show jumpers.
All that action takes its toll, so Tara's winding down with a little me time.
Today I've just come to Skinvey in Cambridge. I'm here for a relaxational massage. Hi.
You have an appointment?
Yes, 3 o'clock, Tara. With this massage, I'm really hoping just to get my muscles to relax a little bit more, loosen up through my back and through my shoulders, and just nice and relaxed for Hoi, hopefully. It's probably only about 1% of my life that doesn't involve horses. I wouldn't have it any other way. The horses are my life, it's what I love, and I'm going to do it for as long as possible.
For Matisse, it's a 6-hour journey to Hoi and Hastings. So she's up at the crack of dawn with her sister Paris to give the horses a little leg stretch on the beach.
I'm really excited to head down to Hoi. We've been going since we were little. They've had a long week of jumping, so this will be good just to get some of the energy out without doing too much. Daisy, you won't find any show jumps around here. Hoi is a really long week, and they stay in their yards quite a bit, so they don't get a lot of moving time. So it's good to get them getting all that energy out coming into it. This is really good for their fitness as well, because it's quite thick sand. Jay-Z loves coming here, though. I think it's like his way of just somewhat relaxing, but then he gets to go for a nice canter. And it's good for me just to kind of switch off a little bit. We're training really hard at the moment. Jay-Z's been jumping some massive heights just to get him really ready.
And for good reason, being that they're defending the Junior Rider Championship.
I did set my bar a little high at Horse of the Year last year, winning it. So there's a little bit of pressure going in, but he tries so hard. He gives me such an honest ride. It's so cool going into the main arena, but also the shopping. I love buying Jay-Z stuff. I think I get a little carried away.
Defender Horse of the Year 2025 is underway, and Tomoana showgrounds are packed with competitors from across Aotearoa, eager to make their mark at this massive event.
She's pretty don't go out there. I think Roxy's very happy to be here. She's been jumping amazing, and she hasn't been spooky at all. So yeah, I think she's loving it here.
The first event is the Young Rider Qualifier.
Because I'm leading the series, all I have to do is finish the round. So that's the goal for today.
Molly and Sally are in a similar boat.
It'll be her first time in the main ring on this Horse of the Year, so it's just really another round to prep her for the Young Rider final. Plates have all come out. Oh, look, I want to do that up. That's giving me OCD.
Tara and Bazinga are also in the class, and while walking the course, she's discovered an old pro.
Mara, did you walk the course? Morris Beatson is a living legend of show jumping. I can't even count how many Grand Prix he's won. I'm thinking it's close to 150.
It's not super big, but the ground won't help you, you know.
My boy does like the bog, which helps me.
Pull him to the base so he actually jumps off the ground.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mara.
Maury's not the only one concerned about the sodden course.
It is very wet. We are jumping on a slip and slide for the qualifier today. This is not ideal. I don't exactly know how studs are even going to grip into this, to be honest, but I've gone and bought new studs, the biggest studs that I can buy. Whoa, Zoe! I think the qualifier makes me really nervous just because I get worried that I'm going to do something stupid. I'm terrified of going the wrong way, so I need to make sure I know this course inside and out. 7 strides, 4 round, get straight 5, middle to middle 6. All right, I'm going in.
Right, we've got Sophie Blackburn just gone in the ring. So here riding Roxette ECPH, a 13-year-old warm blood cross mare. They've had a lot of very consistent young rider results this season.
She was so good. She jumped awesome. She saved me a couple of times there. And then I got a bit long to the last, and after that I couldn't stop, so luckily it was the last jump. I'm all qualified, feeling fabulous and confident, and we're all good to go.
Molly Moffat receives her bell. She rides Sea Coral.
It was actually quite deep out there and quite wet, but I guess it's good for her to go on the ring and get used to that, because it's probably not going to get a hell of a lot drier. I think the more you do, the more you learn to keep your cool and stay relaxed and not get too nervous.
Tara rides River Hills Bayliner. Bazinga, he's known back at home.
It was a real confidence booster, just the way that he easily jumped around there in the bog. It's home country for him. Probably not as deep as what he's used to, but you know, hey, we'll make do with what we've got. He helped me out, we jumped good. I'm happy with him. It's a nice way to finish off before going into Young Rider. Good boy.
Oh, nicely done there. That's all clear for Taragawa and River Hills Bayliner.
Now just to coddle him and make him feel beautiful and loved, so he jumps fabulous for us in the young.
Next time, it's non-stop koi action.
She's jumped her heart out for me. He was really good the whole way around.
There's plenty of drama.
Those Liverpools are terrifying. Where does his head go?
Sophie Blackburn next.
We're definitely going to have to come out here with a plan.
And find out who reigns victorious.
Clear? Give it as much as I can, leave it all there.
Thanks, NZ on here.